Testing. Hey, just me so far. There is no all yet. Can you hear me okay? See and hear me okay? I tried to get rid of as much glare as I could, but in this room is just not possible. So, not that I know of. I mean, I know some of his songs, but I haven't like practiced them on the guitar or anything. Like I don't even know if I can remember any. I always get him and Neil Young mixed up. Hey, Bear. All right, you hear me okay? I think I got the mic on. Try to use it because last time I tried to do this when I made the video, nobody could hear me talk. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing an update video on the gal that they found dead at Trinity. I'm gonna be doing that after a while, but right now I just kind of wanted to get on here and do that. I wanted to do this yesterday, but that kind of just took me completely out of the mood when I found out about her. So I figured I'd try this again today and use this mic so I can talk into it and then put it down by the amp, both so you can hear both me and the guitar. So, morning, Lorna. Yeah, by the way, I tried to fix the camera so you could see the guitar, but this room, the way it's set up, I have such little space here to move. I mean, I got a table here and a couch here and my desk and everything is like, I feel like I'm in a tight little cage. So, not afternoon here yet. It's 11:21 here. Pretty close though. Be afternoon before you know it. Which means lunchtime. No wonder my stomach's growling. Just kidding. What are you looking at? Copper sitting there looking at me like this. Yeah, what are you looking at? Huh? What are you looking at? He's giving me this look like, you on the computer again? Yeah, originally we were thinking about holding a concert down there, and it's like after the things that I've learned about that area, I ain't going down there. I mean, you can have faith in everything, but the way I look at it, you can have faith, but you still don't do anything stupid. You know what I mean? You got to exercise some common sense. So it's like, especially after the things I've learned this last week, there ain't no way I'm going down there. I'm staying up here where it's safe. Yeah, if you do go down there, you definitely don't want to be driving anywhere near a lake. That's for sure. Oh, I'll get into this one. Like I said, I'm going to do a video on Trinity, some information that we have dug up on that case. It's not as cut and dried as I thought it might be, by any means. It's like, it is every case where there have to be a fence. There ain't none but cover-ups and lies and people telling, you got 4 or 5 people telling different stories as to what happened to this girl. No way, Jose. That Tiffany, that is one story that I heard. Yeah, that is one story that I heard, that they were all hitting acid. But we also think that may be a diversion. We don't know, because we've heard 3 different stories now from the same aunt. And actually, she's not really her aunt. She's a family friend. They call her aunt. It's kind of like, there's a lot of kids that call me Uncle Kevin, and I'm not related to them at all, but they've always called me Uncle Kevin, because I was so close to the family. It's kind of the same type of situation. So I never give my nieces or nephews acid. So I don't know. I don't know if that think as an excuse if there was something else going on. At this point, this is like at the beginning stages. They're already keeping everything secret, like just like they did in Kylie's case, and they're not going to let us know anything. The only things that we can find out are by our own sleuthiness. Is that a word? It is now. I guess. We got a bunch of sleuthiness. Hi, Ada. No, Copper doesn't howl. In fact, he rarely barks. I mean, it was probably a month before I ever heard him bark. And the first time I heard him bark, a bunch of squirrels ran across the roof, and when they get out there playing, we got trees all over the place, and they get out there, squirrels get out there playing, and they run across the roof. It sounded like a herd of elephants. I mean, it's like that's the first time. It's like Copper jumps up and it's like, wow, you do bark. But now he barks, but he doesn't, and the thing is, he'll like woof woof, he doesn't he's not like a little yapper dog, just keeps going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. He'll bark a couple times, just like a warning bark or an alert bark, and that's it. He didn't keep going. He's really, he's not very reactionary. It takes a lot to make him react. I mean, he doesn't chase cats, he doesn't chase squirrels, he just watches them. He react to them. I even had, when I took him over to my sister's the first time, they've got a cat that they've kind of adopted, and it came up to him and it was like, he was going to take him on. And Copper just sat there looking at it like, what? I ain't did nothing to you. Hey, Mur. Oh, baby. Right there. Right here. Yep. Faux show. Yep. Got it yesterday about 1 o'clock. And then I was going to make a video. Like I was telling everybody, I was going to make a video yesterday afternoon. But then when I found out about Trinity showing up deceased, that just kind of like completely took me out of the mood. So yeah, Copper is very mellow. He's a very mellow dog, but he whines a lot, and he's gotten very spoiled to where now he feels very entitled. Yeah, it's what they call a Les Paul. It's a Les Paul worn classic, and I like the picture when I looked at it online, but then when I actually got the guitar itself, it's like, oh my word. And a lot of them, hey Greg, a lot of them, they've got the red. This one, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the more like the redwood type. It's not the dark red. It's more like a natural. If I can get around to the back, I don't know if you. But anyway, it's the same. It's the same color on the back as it is here. Just kind of redwood type. I mean, it's really, really pretty. I'm very impressed with it, and I had to do a little bit of work on it because the action was really high on it, but that's really easy to fix. I just lowered the bridge and evened out the strings, and so now it plays like butter. I mean, it's so much. I got my other guitars. I got like non-brand name guitars. Trying to save some money, and I just got tired of messing with them because it just. Ugh. I mean, they're okay. They're not bad. Like my Telecaster that I play and my Strat, they're not Fenders. They're a cheaper brand. They're actually Harley Benton, which is a German. They actually ship them from Germany, and you buy them over there. They're really good guitars, and they're pretty cheap. Especially compared to a Fender. The cheapest Fender you can get about $600 or $700, $800. For a Fender Strat or Telecaster, either one. You used to be able to get them for like $499. Now the cheapest I've seen is like $799 or $899. So it's like I ain't gonna pay that much. But I actually got this one for less than $500. So, and it's an Epiphone. It's not a Gibson because Gibson when I bought. And I'll be honest with you, I was not at all impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with the workmanship. I wasn't all that impressed with the pickups or the sound. I love it a lot better, and I think it sounds a lot better. And this one here, one thing I really like about it, my preference, whenever I've gotten a Les Paul or something like that, I always change the pickups out. And I put the zebra pickups in because number one, I don't like the covered pickups. You don't get as good a sound with them. And you see these what they call zebra, you got one black and one white in each, both the neck and the bridge. And they just sound so much better. So much better. Yeah, a regular Les Paul. Now I bought knockoff. In fact, I bought a Harley Benton Les Paul, and that thing and it was cheap. I got it for like $150, but it's not. I tried to set it up, and usually I'm pretty good at setting up guitars like this one. I set it up about an hour ago, which basically just consisted of lowering the strings a little bit to make it easier to play. Piece of cake. It's perfect now. I haven't done the intonation or anything yet, but I'll work on that later because that takes a little bit of time for me. But it sounds okay, you know. And to me, Epiphones any more than the Epiphones that they're putting out now, I think are every bit as good. In fact, there's a lot. In fact, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people are talking about they prefer an Epiphone nowadays because they're better made than the Gibsons. And you can't hardly touch a Gibson for under $1,000 or $2,000. And I got this for about $450. I think it was $449, which is for this nice of a guitar because it is very well made. Oh, just feeling it, and the neck. It's got. This is the first one I've had that has a laurel fingerboard. Normally, it looks like rosewood, but it's a little bit lighter than the rosewood, and it's really. I mean, this is so easy to play. Doesn't mean I won't screw up plenty, but but anyway. So let's see. Did I even turn? Oh, that's right. I turned this down. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there is a little bit of hum. Normally with humbuckers, you don't have that hum. So there is a little bit of hum. Unless I touch the strings like that, then it goes away. But anyway, what I do and see if I keep from screwing up a bunch of times. What I thought I would do is just try to play a few songs that I know, and yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the intonation. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's the ticket. But actually, you know what? I have never, be honest with you, I think of all the Les Pauls that I've had, I've only took the time to intonate one, and I didn't see any difference really. To be honest with you, so it's like, why to go to all that trouble when it already sounds good? If I start, you know, seeing it's a little bit off key or whatever, then I'll go ahead and go to the trouble of trying to do it. But I generally don't now. Strats, Tellys, always intonate those. But Les Pauls, I don't know. I've just never, and of course, where you go, you put the capo on and do it like it, 12 string or whatever it is, and it's just always matched up, So anyway, you can tell I'm stalling. I figure, I figure maybe if I go live, I won't make as many mistakes, or if I do, it's like whatever, Like when I'm a lot more nervous actually when I'm taping it, for some reason. As soon as I turn the camera on, it's like I just start getting all nervous and crap. So, well, anyway, and I forgot to do. I was actually going to make a list of songs that I play so I could make sure that I don't forget any. But I'll just hopefully I can remember them all. I don't play a ton of songs, but the ones I do, I know fairly well. That doesn't mean I won't screw them up. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off. This is I already figured out that this was going to be the first song I played, which I already did. I'm gonna plug and tuned it up. It was the first song that I play, and "Give Me Three Steps." That's one of my favorite songs. Hopefully I'll do it right. All right. Let me know if you can hear the amp okay and everything, or if I need to crank it. This is a 50-watt amp, so let me tell you what, it'll blow the doors off the room if I turn it clear up to 50 watts. So I think I've got it right at 25 right now, I believe, but which is plenty loud. So anyway, I'm gonna try it. Get the mic out of the way here. So let me just play. You hear that okay? A little bit too much delay. Ooh, that sounds like it's out of tune. I just got through tuning this thing. That's in tune. No, that's not. Yeah, it's a little bit better. See, what I did is the strings. I just lowered them, and then I had to retune them and everything, so they're not. I tried to stretch them out. Okay, good sound. Good. Okay, cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna try it. Anyway, that's the introduction. Does that sound all right? Other than the shitty plan. All right. Trying to think. Well, I've still got it in this. Oops, I need to turn this. Let's see, make sure. Oh, I know which one. Okay, let's see. Maybe loud enough. I was playing this stuff with my eyes closed before, and I get on here and it's like, okay. Anyway. I forgot how it goes. That's as far as I go. I can't do that. I can't do that last part where he's like, I don't shred. I just my fingers don't move that. I hate these porn people. Get out of here, you freaking moron. All right, now here's another Skinner song. So I got to turn the distortion off here. Trying to relax because I can just feel my muscles are super tight. So I can try to relax so I can play it. I'm trying to play it like nobody's watching. Yeah, come on. No, that would be way too distracting. that's what that's what mom used to say. Mom used to tell me. Oh, there we go. I keep forgetting. Mom used to tell me. She says anytime anybody tries to intimidate you, imagine them sitting on the toilet taking a dump. It works. Oh, I remember when I was a teenager and that Farrah Fawcett was like really the hot one that everybody was like just totally in love with. And I remember my best friend and I talking one time was like, somehow I just can't. I don't think Farrah Fawcett poops. I just really don't. I just can't. I can't imagine Farrah Fawcett sitting on the toilet grunting. I just can't do it. So I tried to get that picture out of my mind, kind of. Um, but yeah. Oh, I know it. Speaking of another Skinnerd. Now this one's not going to sound right because normally you play this on a Strat and it sounds right on a Strat, but I'm not going to change the guitars right now. And I got dog hair on my microphone. That's your fault, dude. That's your fault. All right. So. Let me start again. I don't ever screw this one up. Darn, screwed it up. Yeah, it still doesn't sound too bad. I mean, you can kind of, if I played with the amp and with the equalizer and everything, I could probably, well, keep forgetting, I could probably get it to sound like a Strat if I played with it long enough. But it's, you know, I mean, it's close enough. I mean, if you're playing it in a band up on stage with all the other instruments, I highly doubt, unless you're a musician and know exactly what a Strat sounds like, you're probably not even going to notice the difference. And it still doesn't sound too bad, So it depends on what requests, if it's a song that I know or not, because there's a lot of them that I don't know. I know a few of them. I actually used to be able to play Freebird, but God, it's been so long since I've played that. You know, I don't even know if I can remember how I remember how the intro goes. I think here, let me try it real quick. No, that's not it. Let's see. If I had my slide, I don't have any idea where I put it. If I had to make those little bird sounds, like you hear them do before the song, where they go on the upper strings, I can do it. I can do it just like that if I have my slide. But oh, I know what. Let's see. There was two songs I was thinking of. Okay, let me just go with the one I'm thinking of right now. Yeah, you can tell it's been a while. Oh man, I love kazoos, man. I used to be able to play some wicked tunes on the kazoo. Drove my mom crazy. Yep, drove my mom crazy. Now there was another one that oh, there what it was. Uh, Now hopefully I don't screw this one totally up. Yeah. Nervous. Relax, relax. I was playing it fine before I turned the camera on. Man, this is terrible. Yeah. Anyway, then it goes into. See, these are number 10 strings. I normally play number 9 strings, but they're brand new strings, so I didn't want to take them off and change them yet. I know we're playing number 9s. Number 10s just kill my fingers. Oh man, I've got like battle wounds from playing this. But anyway, so then of course last part. And then the last part, has these, these bends and stuff, which I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how the last part goes. I used to be able to play it, but I don't. I could now if I once I change the strings so I can bend them without, the. I don't remember how the whole song goes, but I used to be able to play it. Other than that last solo part, I never did quite learn all that. Oh, I keep forgetting. You might be able to hear me. It sound like I'm in a well or something like that. All right, I'm trying to think. Anybody else got any requests of anything that? Allman Brothers. Oh God, it's been. Oh, there's. I think this was the Allman Brothers. Oh yeah, Midnight Rider. Yeah, okay. That's oh yeah, I see the bats. Get the bat catcher. Now here's the thing. Now I made a lot of people mods, and I noticed last night, actually, when I used the when I looked at the chat actually on YouTube, I noticed there's a lot of people who should be mods that didn't have wrenches, and I don't understand it because there's like 3 or 4 people that were in here in last night who I have as mods, but they weren't showing a wrench, and I don't understand why. I don't know. Is there like does anybody know if there's like a limit that you can put on there? Because yeah, I got them. I kicked them out. Those people. I wish that there was a button you could push that would just zap the crap out of them. As soon as they come in there with that stuff, you just push the button and don't necessarily kill them, but shake them up pretty good. Yeah, they come in any lives. Those people are invading everything and the comments. Oh, Pink Floyd. I only know one Pink Floyd, and I just know that like the first part of it. Probably need to. Anyway, I actually used to know the whole song and even the solo and everything, but it's been so freaking long ago that I don't even remember. I know it starts up here going, but I don't remember exactly. All right, what song was I thinking? Oh, I know another Skinner song that I know. Let's see. Sure my volume's hmm. Can you hear that okay? Turn it up just a little bit more. There's what's your name, little girl? What's your name? Ah, screwed up. Yeah, yeah, it does. It sounds pretty good. Um, I love this thing, man. I just started playing it, and I didn't really play it that long yesterday because I keep forgetting. I didn't really play it that long yesterday because it was just I got tied up with yeah. Yeah, it is. That's the one. I just got it yesterday. I just got it yesterday. I was supposed to get it Wednesday, but I'm just glad I got it before the weekend. So, but so got it, played it a little bit, and it was kind of hard to play because the strings were too high. So I did a little bit more setup this morning and got the strings down to a playable height. The action's a lot better on it. So now it's like freaking perfect. It's ah, I just these people, man. I tell you, Right. And with the nines, and so I always have played nines, but these are brand new strings, and they also put Diodario strings on all the new guitars, which I hate. Diodario strings, I don't like them. I don't like the feel of them. A lot of people love them, but I don't like them at all. I like um God, I can't think what they're called now. The slinkies, the super slinkies. I got some of those cobalt. God, I can't think of the brand name. I can't believe I have a brain fart. But they're the super slinky, and I got the super slinky cobalts. Like Slash plays. That's what he uses. He uses the super slinky cobalt strings. And for some reason, I cannot remember the brand name. But they're the slinky. They're the only ones that are called. They have a patent on that name or trademark on the name Slinky and Super Slinky. So if I could remember the name, I've used them for like freaking years, but I can't remember the name. So yeah, strings definitely need to be broken up, stretch them enough now to where they're staying in tune. But all right, I'm trying to think of what other songs I was wanting to play. I know. I knew. I knew. I remember one, and I'll probably screw this one up too, but that's all right. Or I may get it perfect. Ernie Ball. Ernie Ball. There you go. Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. Super Slinky Cobalts is what I've got a brand new package of. And as soon as these, wear out, then I'm going to put those on here. Or I may just get sick of these because my fingers are getting torn up trying to bend them. That I may just say screw it and put put the Ernie Balls on there and get rid of these. I don't like Diodarios. I don't. They've got like a contract or something with all these new. Black Diamond. Is that the actual brand? No, actually, I think I got some Black Diamond from my acoustic. That sounds really familiar. I think I did get some Black Diamond from my acoustic, but I've never used the electric ones. But I might have to try them. They feel pretty good, pretty easy to bend and everything. Because they've got the coating on them and and it keeps them from wearing out so fast. I know there's one guy on YouTube that he said this the other day because his hands, he got so much sweat and whatever on his hands that it just wears out strings. But the elixirs are the only ones that last. I used them, but they're like freaking expensive. And I still like the Ernie Balls. I've never found anything that I like better than the Ernie Balls. And that doesn't sound right. But anyway, um, okay. Well, okay. I remember what it was. What song I was going to play. This is my mind is just a total one continuous brain fart this morning. Um, God, I can't even think of the guy's name. So can't even think of the name of the song either. I want to say "Live and Let Die." That ain't it. I can't remember it. I can't remember the name of the song. So maybe you'll be able to tell me once you hear me start playing it. Yeah, at least you're able to recognize what song that's playing. That's good. Oh, I just a job. All right. Oh, what was the other one I was gonna? Oh. This one I just started learning, and all I've got. I don't have the first part of the intro down. I don't have the first part of the intro down, but I have it once it kind of gets going. So I tried learning the first part of the intro, and it's like, well, I'll learn it, but I was gonna do it this morning in time to go on. So it's like, oh, I'll learn as I go on. That was see, you can recognize this one. Oh, that was good. Anyway, so that's the ACDC shook me all night long. Yeah, I just started. Actually, I just started learning this morning. So I like that. I like that. I like that song. I don't know why haven't ever learned it before. Oh, you know what? Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music. It's too high. Live concert, yeah. If you want to call it that. No, I don't know any Hank. I'm not really much for country, unless it's like Brad Paisley. I know, like a couple of his, which I've forgotten. Although one I know. Let me turn this down. It's been a while since I played it. Yeah, the old school country, yeah. Oh, you know what? Number one, turn that. Anyway, yeah, that's like. I know. I know what one I was going to play. The cowboy chords, yeah. Yeah. You hear that all right? I don't know country roads. Not a John Denver fan. I used to know. I'm trying to think. Black Sabbath. I'm trying to think. Back in no, back in Black is ACDC, isn't it? Or was that Black Sabbath? I don't remember. I don't remember how to play it anyway. Oh yeah. Then Long Train Running. Oh, wrong chord. Wrong. There we go. I knew it didn't sound right. Oh, I don't know that one. I don't. I'm looking like a broken man. Serving my time doing the best I can. Walls and bars that surround me, but I don't want no sympathy. Yeah, I know Grand Funk stuff. I don't know a lot of the songs on the guitar, but I had the CD set. I had the 4 CD set of Grand Funk. That's how I learned to drum. Was listening when I first got my drum set. I would sit and play along with every freaking song that was it. Mark Farmer, I think, was the drummer for Grand Funk, and my style was I played. Well, I didn't say exactly like him because I wasn't there that good, but that my style was patterned after him. And I used to like that one. And there was one song that they did on one live album that was like my freaking favorite song, and they never did it on any album except for the live album. And the song is called "Mark Says All Right," and it's one that they were just like jamming, and he started playing the drum beat, and they started. And that was like I love that song just because of the drum part, and I used to be able, we used to pretty much play the drum part just like him on that song. That was I love that drum, but I used to all the beats and stuff and the rhythms and stuff that he used to do. That's what I patterned my. I played Sweet Home Alabama earlier. I'll play it again. I don't care. And if nobody objects, even if you do object, I'm gonna play it anyway. Since somebody wants to hear it. All right. Maybe I'll do it right this time. Oh, guess not. Hands getting sweaty. My pick's falling. Smoking funny thing. Melody, get your guitar out. If you want to get your guitar out, get your guitar out. Jam along, even though we can't hear you. Smoking funny things. What? Oh, that's from what's his name? Kid Rock's song, right? Where you ever heard the mashup? Where basically there's three songs that are basically the same music. There's Kid Rock's song. There's Sweet Home Alabama. Ah, Sweet Home Alabama, and then Werewolves London. If you look, they've got a mashup where they do all three songs in it, and they mix them all together. It is so freaking cool. You just look up, Sweet Home. Um, how did I look it up? Sweet Home. Um, God, I can't remember the name of Kid Rock's song, but and then we've got all three of them intermingled, and it is so freaking cool. The first time I heard that, I was like, "This is really neat." But it shows that it's the exact same song. The only thing that's different is, you know, uh, on yeah, I hate new strings too. I'll be glad when I get these broke in. But I haven't really played it that much, so you get them broken in, they're a little bit easier to bend, But right now, it's like I'm bending them. It's like my fingers are like, I don't know if I can't see, but man, they're like torn up. Yeah, it's a cool mashup. It's really the first time I heard it, I just cracked up because it was so fun. It's like that's the exact same song. I mean, everything beat for beat, note for note, except for the stuff that Skinner puts in there, like you know. But but they go where was London, and then singing Sweet Home Alabama all night long. Yeah, I love it. There's another. Oh, I remember what it was. There's another uh, Doobie Brothers, China Grove. That's another one that I play. And I'll probably script, but that's all right. I'm just having fun. We're just having fun, right? This ain't no. I'm not getting. This is no paid performance. No pressure. That's what I have to keep telling myself. Ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure, dude. No pressure. So yeah, they are problematic. Very. Especially when I haven't been practicing that much, and so my fingers aren't as calloused as they should be because I haven't been practicing. That's why I got a new guitar because it gives me motivation. No, I hate. Oh no, I will never have another Floyd Rose guitar. Those are such a pain in the ass. I hate. I bought me a Floyd Rose guitar because it's like, oh, you can keep them in tune and all this. Trying to get them in tune is like I finally just gave up and I sold it because I ain't never buying another one of these. Never, 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 never. I don't even really like. That's the one thing I don't like about Strats. Now, when I get a Strat, first thing I do is lock down that bridge. I lock it down. I put a block of wood in there so it cannot move. I throw away the whammy bar or whatever you want to call it. I throw that sucker away, and I don't ever use that. Never, 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 never. In fact, one time I was able to find a hardtail Strat, but it was a like cheapy guitar, so it didn't last me a very long time. But God, I love that. I wish they'd make more of those. I wish Fender would make some because how many people use that whammy bar thing? You know, if you don't have a Floyd Rose, you do not keep that sucker in tune. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of Floyd Rose guitars for sale. Go to eBay. They got a bunch of them for sale on eBay. Trust me. That's where I got. No, actually, I know I got mine from some guitar Squire Strat. Yeah, that was my first Strat. I got it from Sweetwater Guitars, and it was a Squire Strat, and I liked it, but then I ended up getting me a Fender Strat later, and it was like night and day. Now you can get like a classic vibe Squire, and those are pretty good. Those are pretty good guitars. I got a classic vibe Telly. Man, and that thing was so freaking heavy. It was heavier than a Les Paul by far. It was like, I couldn't believe how heavy that sucker was. I couldn't, it would just like what amp I'm using it's a Boss K something. Let's see. Boss Katana. Oh, hang on, it's a Boss Katana. Boss Katana 50. So it's a 50 watt. Now let me tell you, that 50 watt puts out a lot of sound. It'll shake the building if it's In fact, I used it in church, and I had to turn it down to 5 watts to keep from blowing everybody out of their chairs. Or actually, no, I think I did. I actually turned it to 25, but then turned the volume down a little bit. Like amps because they're freaking heavy. Tube amps are like freaking heavy. I don't like having to lift them. Plus, you have to replace the tubes on them. And anymore, the solid state amps sound, I think, just as good. I mean, this thing here, it's got a bunch of different settings on it. I have it on just the regular clean setting, but it's also got crunch, which is kind of like your classic rock sound. Like, let me just turn it on to see. Yeah, this is your crunch. Oh, I guess it would help if I turn the volume. So it's basically then you've got lead. Man, I need to point the amp more. I've got it. I don't even have it pointed. That's lead. Then you've got what is this? Oh, what they call Browns. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you want those ways. You want those ways away from you. It's like feeding back because I got the, you know. Yeah, I like it. I like a tweed tube amp, but I don't like carrying them around. And this, I think it sounds plenty good. I used tube amps. That's my dad played music, and that's what we always, that's the only thing I was familiar with. And then I remember when he bought a solid state amp, I never noticed any difference in the sound, and it was a lot easier to carry. A lot easier to carry. So, all right, let me think if there's any other songs. God, I've already been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen people use those, what is it, the Fender Bassman? With the Fender Bassman amps and play the guitar through that, especially if it's a little tinny. I've seen them play it through that Fender Bassman, and it sounded pretty good. Sounded really good. Joe Walsh. Oh, God. I used to know, but I don't have my slide. If I had my slide, I could play that. Lucky Mountain went. I think it was that one, or there's another one too. I've been here so long. I'm driving my Adidas 185. I lost my license. Now I don't drive. I love that song. I don't have any idea what Fazoli's is. You got to remember, I live in Podunk, Idaho. So, of course, I've lived in other cities, but if it's like a local thing or whatever, I've never heard of it. So, I know what Papa John's is. Oh, Smoke on the Water. If I can remember it. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, it's out of tune. Hang on. Ooh, that's way out. Oh, I see. I was like, why is my string buzzing now? I forgot to take the plastic off the pickups, and the thing had curled up and was hitting against my string, making it buzz. There we go. Still doesn't sound right. I actually used to know that whole song, and I actually even the solo, but it's been so many years, you know. Oh, I've used other stuff as a slide as well. I'm trying to think what it was. I used one time before I could afford to actually buy a slide. But that's something I haven't mastered. No, I can do like this on the slide, like on Freebird. I can do it on that. But yeah, and I'm trying to think what it was I used to use because it was smaller. It used to be, I think it was like an old, like little all because it was big. Only it wasn't fit right on my finger, and did it Bic lighter. Oh, that would work. Yeah, that would work too. Anything that'll slide. Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about using the Bic lighter well, I don't smoke, so that's probably why I haven't used it because I didn't have a big lighter. But unless it's one of those big ones for camping, with the long neck, for lighting, campfires and stuff like that. But all right, let me think if there's. I think I'm gonna do one more song and I'm gonna get off here because it's like 12:40 here. It's time to eat. And my tummy's saying, "Dude, is your neck cut?" Thought my throat was slit. But all right, let me think. I'm trying to. There was one more song I was gonna do. There's a few more I know, and there was a couple I was specific. There was a couple more Skinner songs. Oh yeah, remember this one? This is the one that I tried to do for the song that I wrote for Kylie. Yeah, yeah. Feed me blues. Got to be blue to play the blues. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, what other song was I going to play? I keep forgetting to pick this up. Maybe I do it enough times. Yeah. Thanks. Les Paul is what they call a Les Paul Warren Classic. And I tell you what, you look at it in person, it is so pretty. It has got. I wasn't sure because only reason I got the Warren because it was like $100 cheaper than the regular Classic, same guitar, but it was $100 cheaper than the other one. So it's like, you know what? Let me try the Warren. And man, it looks. I am absolutely more than impressed. I am more than impressed, and the way it feels is like I said, it's got the Laurel fingerboard, which is I like it better than the rosewood. It's actually easier to. I really like it. It goes really really well with the other woods, with the gold and then the kind of the red, redwood color. If you can kind of see that, it's got like the redwood, and it's the same color in back too. A lot of times with the Les Pauls, what you normally see like with Slash's guitar, you've got the gold front, and then the back of it is like a dark cherry red. So, but what song? What song, Mur? What song? No, I don't want to. I don't want to do Kylie's Gone right now. I just because I don't have it memorized. I don't have it memorized, right? But yeah, I'm gonna redo it. Now that I got a guitar that's actually playable. Because this thing is so much more playable than my other guitars. I am just tickled pink. 10 more if you stuck a feather at my butt. So, hi Haley. So, what was your song you wanted me to play? If something to. Oh yeah, then there's let's see. One that I didn't do was it? I keep wanting to call the band Mofo, but that ain't it. Toto or Toto. Hold the line. That song. Well, you're starving. What's keeping you from eating? Hi, Carol. Ain't nothing keeping you from eating, Melody. Where's mine? You gonna email me some food? Yeah, I, I did that to one of my coworkers one time. She's like, "Yeah, email me a banana split," and so I found this picture on Google Images of a banana split and sent her an email with that picture. I'm like, "Here you go." She about fell out of her chair laughing. Said, "Don't say I never gave you nothing." Yes, you know what though? I'm gonna eat kind of healthy a little bit. I got some. I never liked ramen before. I never really liked ramen, but I found this stuff. There's this place called Yami Bai. It's like an Asian market, and they've got this stuff. It's called Shin Black. It is best stuff in the world. It's really, really spicy. You know, I did only thing I know from Pink Floyd is like the beginning of um God, my mind has just gone south. We don't need no nation. Oh, another brick in the wall. I'll just play the intro to that. That's all I know. I used to know the whole song. I used to be able to play the solo and everything, but God, that was like 15 years ago. Yeah, that's what I said too, Melody. But this stuff's good. This stuff's good. It ain't like that. Uh, what is it? The snack ramen crap. Oh yeah, you can do it. Well, the thing is with this one, it has like veggies and stuff. Hang on a second. I don't know if I know that, but I might go figure it out. I ain't it either. I have to. Okay, Max. Gotta run. I gotta run too because I need to run and eat, and Copper probably needs to go OUT. So no, I haven't said. Nobody actually has asked me that before, Carrie. But I like, well, my hero, of course, is Clapton. Eric Clapton's my hero. I like Slash. I like Alan Collins when he was still alive, playing for Leonard Skinner. I actually like Gary Rossington too because he plays the Les Paul. Um, trying to think who else. God, there's Jimmy Page. He plays the Les Paul. Um, trying to think. God, the bands. Yeah, I think I played that one earlier. Oh yeah, then there's gosh, been a long time I played this. I don't think that's right though. Oh, there we go. I was on the wrong fret. Yeah, it's been a while since I played that. Oh. Yeah, it's got a Laurel Carol. It's got a Laurel, which I've never had before, and I wasn't sure whether I would like it or not, but it is pretty. It goes perfect with the gold and then the redwood tone of the back and sides and the finger. I mean, it's just freaking beautiful, beautiful guitar. Not to brag, but I was impressed. I was impressed. I have to say, very impressed with it. I started learning basically when I was about 5 years old, but then I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because I'm going to get off here. But I actually quit playing for a long time because my dad bought me a drum set, and I actually was a professional drummer. And so I was like, all drums, just drums, drums, drums. And I was going all over the area playing drums for different bands and stuff. And then I was going to college and I was making money on the weekend. I was making money hand over fist on the weekend, going different and playing drums. I mean, I was like making anywhere from $100 to $400 a night, playing for 4 hours, sometimes just 2 hours. I got paid, I think it was $200 for 2 hours one night, and so, that was, and I loved playing drums. I still love playing drums, but just local bands. I mean, there's nothing, nobody of any name, but when I say professional, it means I was getting paid, and I was pretty good too because I was, you know, I was I had a couple of majors actually. I majored in in psychology, majored in criminal justice, and I also majored in bilingual education. Entonces yo hablé español también. But yeah, that's what my dad was really, really good. In fact, my mom and dad used to sing in Nashville to tell you how good they were. So yeah, they used to sing in Nashville. And then of course I grew up and both of my sisters were really, really, I wish I had their singing talent because they were excellent singers. I mean, they were really, really good. In fact, my one sister, she out asked to sing and stuff like that because she was just so good. She was really, really good. I never inherited that ability. I can sing a little bit, but you know, but it's taken me a while to even get to the point I'm at now, because growing up I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. So and I try to do it now. I can sing fairly well if I get into the right key. And that's the problem is a lot of times finding the right key for me to sing a certain song in. And sometimes it's the key it's written in. Other times I really got to go through and redo all the chords and everything to, where I can, sing it. So anyway, folks, yo tengo hambre mucho. Yo tengo mucha hambre. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. That old commercial. I'm hungry. I want beat me. That's an old freaking commercial. Yeah, family was very, very musical. My dad was he was a really, really good guitar player. He could play stuff like, like Malagueña and like this, the Mexican songs that just he could play, but he couldn't. Yeah, and I'm still looking for those records for you. I actually have found a couple of them. So, but I've got like probably 5,000 records to go through and try to pick out the ones that you want. So, well, I'm glad you caught me too. Glad you caught me too. And I might decide to do this a little bit more often after I learn, a few more songs. And mi comida favorito es o favorita. Mi comida favorita es bistec y un papa o papas fritas y no sé cómo se dice corn on the cob. Se me olvidé eso. All righty, I'll practice some. I want to do Comfortably Numb. That's another one that I want to learn. I want to relearn the solo for um, another bro, just like the recording. But that was a long time ago. A long time ago. Entonces, I got me speaking Spanish. Entonces, hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, baby. That's my Arnold. Hasta la vista, baby. Get in the chopper. Get in the chopper. That's the one everybody always when they imitate Arnold. Yeah, Comfortably Numb's good. Yeah, good. Yeah, you'd never know it, but he actually does that on a Strat. Not on a Les Paul. He actually does it on a Strat on the record. All righty, and I might come out. I'm either gonna come out with a video this afternoon, or I might just do a live because I've got some more information on the gal, Trinity that they found deceased, and yeah, I need to learn that one too, Melody. I've heard it like once or twice, but I've got the whole like the best of Skinnerd, so okay. Yeah, I think it'd probably be better if I go live. That's more fun than sitting and making a video and processing it, and then so it'll probably be what is 1:00. It's 12:58 right now, Mountain Time, my time, and so probably let's say six ish. If I go 6ish, sorry, I'm keep looking over this way because I'm looking at. I got my computer hooked up to my big screen TV, and so I'm looking at the chat. So that's why I'm always looking over this direction because that's where the TV is instead of looking at the camera. like I should be doing, but I can't see y'all if I'm looking right here. So Eastern time would be about 8 o'clock Eastern time because I'm in mountains. I'm 2 hours behind you. So if I do it at 6 o'clock Mountain time, to be 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central. It's like a TV ad, you know. Yes, I'm going to go eat. Yo voy a comer. Voy a ver mi so. All righty. I hate ever saying goodbye. It's like you can tell I'm putting it off, but my stomach's getting the better of me. So, back on. Oop, and I think my internet just needs. I think I need to reboot my hotspot anyway because I'm starting to see myself spin, or at least my screen. Alrighty, we shall catch you in about 5 hours, then, folks. I know that's why I need to feed it. Feed me, Seymour. Yeah, hasta la vista, baby. Alrighty, catch you later.